Hello children, I welcome back you to the class. It is continuation part 2, the previous session, active and passive voice. Now let us see once again a brief clarification about active and passive voice. So in this slide, we can remember briefly about active voice and passive voice. Active voice. Here, a sentence emphasizes a subject performing an action. In passive voice, sentence emphasizes the action or the object of the sentence. So here in the active voice, subject performs an action. In the passive voice, object does something to the subject. To know how a sentence is converted in passive voice from active voice, we need to go through certain rules with examples based on it. Now let us see active and passive voice rules for all tenses, because whenever we used to change an active sentence to a passive sentence, we need certain rules. Here we are listing out the active and passive rules for all tenses. You will come to know how an auxiliary verb is used to change a sentence from active to passive. So here we can find that an auxiliary verb also takes an important role to change an active sentence into a passive sentence. Active and passive voice rules for simple present tense, because we need to find a sentence which tense it belongs to. So if we learn this grammar part as tense wise, we'll get so clear idea and we can learn very easily. So in present simple tense, active voice structure is like this: subject, base verb. Sometimes base verb takes s and es, and object. So here the formula is subject, verb and object. Verb is base verb. Sometimes base verb takes s or es or ies based on the third person singular. Then subject, do or does or not, base form, object if it is the negative sentence. Does plus subject plus base verb plus object if it is the interrogative form. So these three are the structures. These three are the standard formulas in active sentence or active voice in simple present tense. Now let us see passive voice. In the same simple present tense, auxiliary verb we have to use is, am, are. When there is third person singular, we use is. We use am with the first person singular, that is I. We use are for all the remaining plurals. So in the passive voice, the structure is like this: object, is, am, are, followed by past participle, preposition by, and object. So the structure is object, is, am, are, past participle, by, subject. Object is, am, are plus not plus past participle by and subject if it is the negative sentence. If it is interrogative sentence, is, am, are plus object plus past participle plus preposition subject. Okay, now this is the simple present structure of passive voice. So we have seen the previous slide. It is with active voice structure. Now it is with passive voice structure. Okay, the active voice structure should be changed into passive voice structure in a sentence. Then automatically we get a sentence from active to passive. Now we can see here examples. He reads a novel. Present simple tense. How can we find out? The subject he is third person singular. It takes S, reads a novel. So here he is subject, reads is verb, a novel is object. When we wanted to change into passive form, object a novel has become subject. As it is a third person singular, a novel is, the auxiliary verb is taken and past participle read. Because for this form, read, read. A novel is read by him. A novel is read by him. So why I did not give you here, just to show you the gradual way. So here I changed object and verb and past participle. So I want to assure about the preposition, how it followed. We see in the next sentence. He does not cook food. He does not cook food. Negative sentence. When we change into passive, food is object, he is subject, does not auxiliary negative, cook is verb. So food is not cooked by him. So object food has become subject. See here, food is uncountable. So food is not cooked by him. So here we added the preposition by. So even in the first sentence and second sentence, preposition should be followed by V3. Now, does he purchase books? Passive form. Or books purchased by him? In the previous sentence, we have seen the object singular. Now, we can see object plural, that is books. So, are books purchased by him? Active voice. They grow plants. So here they is plural. We used base verb. They grow plants. Plants are grown by them. So plants also plural. Plants are grown by them. Active voice. She teaches me. She is third person singular. So we used teaches. When we converted into passive form, me changed as I am taught by her. So she in the given sentence is subject changed as object and preposition is followed. I am taught by her. I hope you understood very clearly. Now, active voice and passive voice rules for present continuous tense. Active voice, subject, is, am, are, base verb and ing form and object. The change from present simple to present continuous is the ing form. The same followed in the subject. Subject is, am, or not, base verb, ing form, object. So when we put interrogative structure here, is, am, or subject, base verb, ing form, and object. So when we change this into passive structure, we will see here. Remember, auxiliary verb is very important. Object is, am, or being is introduced. Past participle, preposition by, and subject. Now, in the second structure, object is, am, or not, being, past participle by subject. In interrogative, is, am, or object, past participle plus by object. Okay, so when we change from active voice present continuous to passive voice continuous, so what was the change here? We have seen that auxiliary is, am, or is followed by being and past participle. Okay, now we will see two examples. Active voice. Aisha is singing a song. How can we see it is present continuous? Because here we can see is singing. Aisha, third person singular, is singing a song. So Aisha subject, is singing present continuous verb, a song object. We see the passive change. A song object has become subject. Is, being is taken as for structure, and past participle form of sing is sing, sang, sung. A song is being sung by Aisha. We see one more sentence. Active. Kritika is not chopping vegetables. This is a negative sentence. When we change it to passive form, vegetables are not being chopped by Kritika. So here we have seen being chopped by Kritika. So observe very clearly, in present continuous, either positive or negative sentence, we have seen the auxiliary being and past participle is used. Let us see two more examples. Is Ritika buying a table? So buying is verb, a table is object. Okay, so Ritika is as usual subject. How can we say it is continuous? Buying. When we change into passive, is a table being bought by Ritika? So we have seen being and past participle form of by, bought, bought. Is a table being bought by Ritika? Another example, they are serving poor people. They subject, as it is plural, or auxiliary, serving, ing form, poor people, object. Now let us change into passive. Poor people are being served by them. So ing form changes being and verb changes past participle. Serve, served, served. Poor people are being served by them. One more example. She is disturbing Dinesh. She third person singular. So auxiliary is disturbing. It is ing form. Dinesh object. When we see in passive form, Dinesh object changes subject is being auxiliary is used. Disturbed past participle form of the given verb. Disturbed and by as usually followed. Dinesh is being disturbed by her. I think you understood very clearly. Let us see the remaining in the next session.